Welcome to Queen's Quest, the show for anyone tired of waiting for things to happen and who's ready to start making them happen. Every week, we'll discuss actionable strategies to unlock your full potential and turn your ambitions into achievements, all with a spiritual foundation. The goal is to ignite the fire inside of you, to increase the passion for the journey you're on, and to invigorate new life into what feels stuck. We'll close the gap between where you are and where you would like to be. I'm your host, The Queen Landry. Your future starts now. Okay, girlfriends. So I was sitting and I realized that this is the last Tuesday of 2025. So we had to pivot. Originally, we were going to continue the series on the root of a woman, but since it's the last Tuesday in 2025, we're going to discuss closing out 2025. We're going to close it out with gratitude, with a little bit of reflection, and of course, encouragement for the next year. My word for 2025 was consistency. I want to share my personal journey for 2025, my wins, my lessons, and how I'm preparing for an even stronger 2026. If you're feeling like you didn't hit every goal for 2025, this episode is for you. We're going to celebrate progress, not perfection, and also remind ourselves that consistency is about showing up, even when life gets hard. Okay, girlfriends, we're going to jump right into the good stuff. What went well this year? Spiritually, I set a goal to complete the entire Bible in 365 days, and I'm on track to do that. That was huge for me. This is about the second or third time I did that. Till 2026, we're going to shake it up a little bit. Also, spiritually, I prepared to have 3 sermons ready, locked and loaded, titles, and all of the things which stretched me and it deepened my faith. I also had a goal to pray with my husband daily, and we hit that goal with praying first thing in the morning. Those moments brought us even closer. Professionally and personal goals. One of my biggest goals was to write a book with my grandma, aka Gigi. Sadly, she passed away on August 14th of 2025, and I did not get to complete that goal. Finishing that book is now a 2026 priority. I also worked on growing emotional intelligence. I had about 50% progress on that, took a couple of classes and, focused on applying those areas of opportunities to my work. It's a journey and I'm proud of the steps I've already taken, and I'll build on that. Financial goals. I wanted to save more money monthly, and I don't feel like I really accomplished that goal 100% on what I wanted anyway, but I did learn a lot about budgeting and discipline, and I'll share some plans of how I'm going to improve that for next year. Health-wise, I'm not a fan of eating a lot of fruits. I do good with vegetables, and so, that was on my vision board, and it's small but meaningful. Remember, we celebrate those small wins. Another health goal was to seek out dermatologists for my hair. I would give myself a fail. Like, I did not do that at all. But guess what? I'm going to work on it on 2026. A big win, though, I committed to meditating 3 or 4 times a week, and I hit that goal. And that practice has been life-changing. And it's just as simple as taking 15 seconds, taking deep breaths, letting my mind be nowhere, and just relax. That was huge for me. Okay, now let's talk about the goals I didn't hit, because the truth is consistency isn't perfection, it's progress. Losing my grandmother was very hard for me, but it did remind me that life happens, and really don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. Sharing that with my girlfriends, I hope y'all learn from that. And let's be honest, sometimes our goals shift because circumstances, and that's okay. The key is to keep moving forward. My financial discipline and health goals, they're still on the table. And instead of beating myself up, I'm asking myself, what can I do differently in 2026 to make sure I achieve this goal? So, girlfriends, if you're listening and thinking, I didn't hit my goals either, let me encourage you. You are not behind, you are learning. Here are 3 ways to end the year strong. 1, reflection. Write down your wins, big or small, because those make a difference. If you're like me, you want to do a vision board, or if you do something else on the computer, whatever it is, just making sure you celebrate those wins during that reflection time. Release. Forgive yourself for what didn't happen. You hit that goal 50% of the time, or if you didn't hit that goal at all, forgive yourself on what didn't happen and focus on making it better for 2026. Reset. Choose one area to be consistent in for 2026. Consistency is about showing up even when it's hard. It makes me think of the scripture, Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. Hold on to that. Don't give up, be consistent, and watch your plans come to pass. Okay, now I told you ladies that I did a vision board for 2025. I really have been doing this for a few years with my cousin. We do it in January. My best friend has joined in, my niece has joined in. And again, write the vision, make it plain. So for 2026, my word is alignment. And just for you all that don't know, I like doing a word for the year more so than a declaration or doing a New Year's resolution. My 2026 goal is alignment. After a year of practicing consistency, I want my actions, my goals, and values to align with God's purpose for my life. Here's what alignment looks like for me. Spiritually, I'm going to stay rooted in prayer and scripture, aligning my decisions with God's will. Personally, finish the book with my grandma's legacy because that's part of my purpose and that has to come to pass in 2026. Financially, align my spending and saving habits with my long-term goals. This will help me actually hit the target, see a target, achieve the target. Health, align my lifestyle with wellness, continue meditation, improve on my nutrition, and also follow up on my hair care. Emotional intelligence, I have to align my responses and relationships with grace and wisdom. I'll be sharing my vision board on social media, and I'd love for you to share the same. In closing, this episode's scripture, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. This scripture is perfect. It reminds us that alignment starts with surrender and trust. So, girlfriends, thank you for joining me on today. Remember, progress over perfection, consistency over comparison. And as we step into 2026, let's walk in alignment with our values, with our purpose, and with our faith. I would love to hear from you. Share your wins and your 2026 vision board with me. Use the hashtag Queen's Quest Alignment on Insta, Royal One Inspire, and on TikTok, Royal Inspiration. Now tune in next week for the first episode in 2026. I will have a special guest. I am your host, the Queen of Landry, wishing you peace, love, and favor.